Hey there. So, a wise man once said, "Common sense is not so common." How many of us have heard this phrase before? A wise man once said, "Common sense is not so common." So, check it out. I'm not a fast talker. I'm not a social media guru. I'm not a influencer by any means. I'm just a regular person trying to live my life and do good as much as I can. I wrote a book. Many of you that know me know that I've written this book, Level of Crazy, like an a-hole, everybody has one. It's a lighthearted guide to navigating life. And a lot of it talks about emotional intelligence. So for those that know me, know that my passion is emotional intelligence, EQ. And, I've been working with this information for more than a decade now. And here's the thing. Everything that's going on in the world today, and I'm doing this video with a purpose. This is for those people that are just tired. It's 9/11. It's a day that we'll never forget. And the day before was a shooting. Now we're dealing with and mourning the shooting and the death of a young man, 31 years old, Charlie Kirk. And before that, we were dealing with another incident that happened on a subway with a young woman from the region of the world where I'm from. I'm from the Soviet Union. She was from Ukraine. Soviet Union is what Kiev and Ukraine was a part of before, at the time of my birth, 1974. So I'm an old lady. And in my time, things were very different. Our approach with each other was very different. And so in this video, I really want to just talk to those people that are just tired of the constant violence. Every day there's something new. Every day there's a new kind of situation that we just have to somehow look at on the news. It comes through our social media feed. So we just become desensitized, and that's the idea. In my opinion, that's the idea. Either we are being programmed to become desensitized on purpose, or we are being constantly tested to see at what point will we break and just not give a damn anymore. And the purpose of that, I have no idea, honestly. I can just tell you that from a spiritual perspective, in my beliefs, is that we are here at Earth School to learn a valuable lesson about interacting with other humans. But I will tell you that I don't believe, my soul just cannot fathom that God, or whatever this thing is that created us, at any point saw all of this kind of speed and momentum that would come with social media, technology. Because here's the thing, we're humans. We have emotions. We cannot possibly keep up with all the technology. We cannot keep up with the speed of which we are taking off with the introduction of technology, social media, all these different things. And I have plenty of more thoughts that I'm going to discuss on this video. So if you don't have the time, go on, do your thing, it's fine. Because this really is for those people that are just tired of the madness, tired of living the same old existence. This is for really people that are gonna sit through this video with me and really hear what I have to say, because this is important. So here's the thing. So we're becoming desensitized, and that's my issue. We are becoming completely desensitized to all the violence, all the killing. It's like, oh, okay, another person. Oh, okay, another school shooting. Oh, okay, another tragedy happened over here. 9/11, some buildings got blown up, with airplanes flying into them. Oh, okay, it's just another Tuesday. It's just another Thursday. So what I think is happening is that the reason why a lot of people are coming on social media today, because I think this Charlie Kirk thing really took people by surprise, and also the shootings, and also all the other random acts of insanity in recent days here, months, years. People are just, like I said, so overwhelmed that they have to say things that are just cold-hearted, because there's no other way to cope. There's no other way to cope emotionally, because we are human, right? We are human. We have souls. We have these feelings. We have these constant, urges and cravings. I mean, how many of you can go a day without wanting pizza or hamburger or ice cream? These are just foods that we're addicted to. And here we're talking about dealing with crisis where a person gets killed in the most brutal way, or a group of people, or whatever. The point is, any kind of violent act on any level. How are we supposed to deal with that emotionally? Please explain this to me. Because if you figured it out, I'd love for you to let me know. Because I haven't. So what I find myself doing is just becoming completely desensitized. Completely numb. And that numbness is what gets us to say the most cold-hearted shit. Like, oh, well, this person, they incited violence, so, they had it coming. Or, oh, so this person, he worked for X insurance company and he denied claims. We all know what that one was about. Oh, these people, they believe in this kind of thing, so, they're not really doing the right thing, so yeah, all right, screw them. I could use another word, but I decided to just tone it down a bit. So we make up these reasons for just being cold, just having absolutely no emotion about it, no heart, no compassion. So I wanted to talk about a couple of things here. I remember a time when I was a young woman, and there were sacred ways of behaving with each other. There were certain terms and certain questions that it's actually from Socrates, the Stoic philosophy. Before speaking, ask yourself these 3 questions. Is it true? Is it good and kind? Is it useful? Is it necessary? And these were very big, both in the Stoic philosophy, the Buddhist and the Yoga teachings, as well as many other religions. Kabbalah, New Thought, whatever real philosophies that dealt with human interaction and how to build a healthy society. And so you would ask these questions and you would think before you spoke. There was a time where we actually thought before we spoke. We would check in with ourselves and we would say, is this true? Is this good and kind? Is it necessary? I do it now with my partner Tom because I know that I don't want to fight. I know that my connection with Tom is sacred. I know that I have to choose my words wisely because if I don't, I will probably say something, and I have said many things, that is going to make him upset, and then we're going to get into a fight, and then there goes that connection. And now we're both upset, our day is ruined, and yada, yada, yada. We're not as productive, we're not as happy. The people that we are connected to feel that energy, and now it affects our business. Now it affects our everyday existence. Now we're late for an event, or we don't even go to the event. Now we've affected those people. And so the cause and effect of our words and our action really just gets distorted, just gets destroyed when we don't think before we speak. And so this concept now in our world of social media, of technology, of free speech, which, look, I'm a complete supporter of free speech. I don't want anyone to feel stifled. I am the last person who's going to tell you that you shouldn't speak what you feel. I am number one going to tell you how I feel. But I'm also going to tell you how I feel. And I'm going to do my best not to impose now for you to feel a certain kind of way and victimize me about how I feel. However, it's just a communication. It's just a communication of, hey, this is how I feel. I wish it was different. Now here's what happens. We have now been trained to live in a world, free speech, say whatever you want, give your opinion, tell everybody what you think, your truth, my truth. I'm not sure if it's really working, guys. I'm not sure if it's really working, to be honest with you. I think that we've come to a place where we're giving our opinion in such a way that's actually harming us. A lot of people speak about this 250-year experiment, this American experiment. I don't think it's an American experiment. I think it's a human experience. A human experiment. And the human experiment is failing. It's failing because, like I said, we as humans are not equipped. We are not equipped to handle real truth. When someone says something to us that is hurtful, we are not capable of managing our crazy. The reason I wrote this book is exactly for that reason. It is exactly for that reason. It is for the reason that we are responsible for our own crazy. That's it. Nobody can help us with our crazy. Nobody can help us fix it. Nobody can help us soothe it. Nobody can help us heal it. Only we are responsible for recognizing and managing our own level of crazy. In business, in life, with relationships, with our health, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And so here's the thing, guys. We are in an era where everything is going so fast, and yet we want to be so brutally honest about our opinions, but we can't handle them. We can't handle them. We can't handle someone telling us, you are not this or the other. You are not, your opinions don't count. Your opinions are this or that. We cannot handle healthy debate, because at this point there is no healthy debate. There's constant bickering and badgering and debate to influence and debate to convince you to come over to my side. Why? Why do you need to convince anyone to come to your side? Why? For what reason? Why can't you just live where you live, I live where I live, and then we find a way to live together in a world that works for both of us? Why can't we find a common ground? In my book, I talk about common sense and common decency. This is one of the chapters. This is one of the bricks. The bricks are the tools to increasing your emotional intelligence. And one of those bricks is common sense and common decency. The use of pleasantries when speaking to others. Please, thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, may I borrow this or that, I'm sorry, I'm late, etc. Basically practice being respectful and polite to others. Show value to others by honoring their time and money. Remember the golden rule, love thy neighbor as you love yourself. But if you don't love yourself, that's where you need to start. And not from a narcissistic point of view, not from a position of, oh, I'm the best, so because I'm the best, you have to honor me. No, but from a common sense, common decency place, and from a soul place that I am here as a child of God. I love myself, I respect myself, and therefore I have to love and respect other. And so I remember a time where we did that. And I pray that we can get back to that, because I honestly don't think we can. I'm afraid that I don't think we can. I think we have forgotten these very simple principles. Common sense, common decency. Don't speak unless it's true, unless it's kind, unless it's necessary. This was necessary, in my opinion. In my opinion, this was necessary. And I don't blame anybody. I can't blame anyone. I can't even blame the shooters in this situation. I can't even blame the shooters, because they are also lost in this craziness. They are lost in this world that has cultivated the violence, the toxic food, the toxic television, the toxic movies, the toxic news, the toxic information, the social media, the technology. all the things that we have that are actually so powerful, and we could use to actually create heaven on earth, and we are using to destroy ourselves. And this is not just for America, this is worldwide. America is just the trailblazer. That's why everyone looks to America. Everyone looks to the West, because the West is this amazing, powerful place. It's the place that has all the answers. It's the place that we all want to go. But we are setting a very bad example. We are setting the worst example. And I don't know. I don't know if it's by design. I don't know if it's bigger than even spirituality, because of course nothing's bigger than spirituality, but I do believe that there's evil forces in the world. And I think that those evil forces, unfortunately, they're winning on a big scale. They're really getting to us. They're getting to us. But I also believe that the good is always here, and the good will ultimately prevail, hopefully. I don't know. I don't know how the story ends, to be honest. I don't claim to know. But I will tell you that here's a couple of EQ to the rescue tools. If you're still with me, and if you're still watching, and if you're not, and if this is boring to you, I'm sorry. So here's a couple tools. Tap into your compassion instead of continuing to be desensitized. Tap into your compassion. Let your heart open. Cry. Cry for these lost souls and their families. Every single person that's ever been affected by violence. Cry for them. Cry for them. Not just here in America, for every single soul that's ever been affected by some sort of violence and torture and injustice. And I mean real injustice, not false victimhood that has been created through more and more dysfunction, but real injustice. And even those situations where you have immigration, illegal immigration, people that are dealing with real mental illness, people that are dealing with homelessness, people that are dealing with, this trans issue, people that are dealing with real questions, real problems in their lives, and they're really conflicted about it. And there are conflicting ideas about it. Let's be honest. We are conflicted when we are out there arguing and fighting and debating. It is because we are conflicted. If we were not conflicted, we wouldn't give a damn. We would be working. We would be serving humanity. We would be doing things in the world to make our world a better place. We would have no time to sit around and debate about this nonsense, because that's what this is. It has become nonsense. It has become nonsensical. It has become so absurd that we have just become so, like I said, so numb to everything that everything now is a problem. Every word that someone says to me, oh, how dare you, you've disrespected me. All I said was, excuse me, may I step in front of you so I can grab a tomato at the grocery store? How dare you ask me to move over? Sorry, I was just trying to, grab a bottle of water. This is absurd. It is absolutely absurd for people to react in such victimized ways. So I continue to remind us to become more compassionate. Tap into your need for belonging. Stop pushing people away. Stop pushing people away. Stop acting like you don't need nobody. We need each other. We do need we do need each other. There's no such thing. We need each other. So stop it. Stop acting like you're so big and strong. You're so tough. You don't need nobody. You need those people. Maybe not those specific people if they're being hurtful. But we all need somebody. We all need to belong. We are social beings. Allow yourself to feel. Feel the pain. Feel the pain of what's going on. Feel the pain of your own conflicted soul. Feel the pain of your own frustration. Feel the pain of your own confusion and your own, lack of understanding of this world. Feel the pain. Just let yourself feel the pain. Understand that there's nothing and understand that we cannot keep going in this direction. We cannot keep going in this direction. This is not the way. This is not the way. It never will be. We need to choose a different path. And so that's why I say, the people that are sick and tired of being sick and tired, this video is for you. Join me. Join me, follow me. This is the community that I'm building. The book is not officially launched yet. I have some books on sale, special edition. It's not to promote, it's just to tell you that there are some books available if you're interested in reading it now before the official launch. But what I'm really asking for is for you to join my community, join my YouTube video, follow me on Facebook. And to be honest with you, I don't even want to be on Facebook right now. I don't even want to be on social media, to be honest. If I didn't need to communicate my message, I would be the hell off of it. Because they're, like I said, people are just saying the most craziest things because of their own because of their own numbness. And I can't always say the words. There's desensitization. There you go. So they're saying things to make themselves feel better, because that's how you make the pain go away. And I say, don't make the pain go away. Feel the pain. Feel the pain if that's going to help you make a change. I don't ever know if somebody watching my videos will, maybe it's a person who's really lonely. Maybe it's a person who wants to do a violent act, and maybe by some miracle they watch the video and maybe somehow it changes their heart. And that's why I say, feel the pain. Stop running from the pain. Experience the pain and then seek help. Seek help. I myself had to go through this process, and that's why I know. I've had to learn to feel the pain. I had to feel the pain yesterday. I had to feel the pain every single day that I see all kinds of violence going on. I have to feel the pain. And then I have to go through my own feelings of desensitizing. There you go. My own feelings of desensitizing, so that I can get through the day. But there's a way to do it. There's a way to do it so that we can keep moving forward in a healthy way, with a society that actually works. So if you're a person who wants to do that, who wants to create a society that works, or at least start with a small community, join me. Join me. Send me a comment on this video. Let me know that you're into it. You're a part of it. Let's do it. Let's grow together. So I think that's it. I think that's it for now. You can follow me on Facebook, follow me on my YouTube, follow me on Insta. I'm not so great at Insta, but whatever. And go to my website, take the quiz, learn about your own level of crazy. EIEQinstitute.com. EIEQinstitute.com. So I'm not going to keep you any longer. 30 minutes I think is enough. All right, guys. As always, when you know and understand yourself, the world will know and understand you too. Remember, what's the best that can happen? Okay, guys.